So, welcome to the Gaming Gauntlet vlog. I'm Tyler, and I am going to start with the first day. So, as Austin's already explained already, this is all about completing games. Like most other gamers, both Austin and I have just a heaping pile of games that we want to beat, but have just never gone around to do it. And then we get distracted by other games or life or something like that. So this is an attempt to narrow down our efforts, or I guess hone our efforts, focus it into one game at a time to complete. So this is day one for me. When I spun the wheel, I got The Witcher 3, which is a game for me that I liked, or used to like to play for like a month and then get kind of tired of it because it's so like in its own world and lore, like it's really heavy. So I would play it for like a month and then leave it and then come back after like 3 months or so, and I'd be like, alright, here we go again. Usually I would get a little better every time I came back to it, strangely enough, even though I would leave it for long periods of time. But I started it today. Well, I guess I kind of started it yesterday. I was stuck at one point, and then I got past that point yesterday and then stopped. But, so I started it today. I was thinking I was already near the end of the game. I was on a mission called, the quest was called The Great Escape, I think. And like rescuing some like witch or something like that. But so yeah, I did that. I played the game for about 5 hours and then actually beat it. I didn't actually think I was that close. It's actually pretty fun at the end. The story was not bad, honestly. The ending was pretty good. I don't know if I want to do or continue with the DLC, because I heard Blood and Wine's really good, and I've also heard that that Hearts of Stone was good. I think that's what that one's called. But I started Hearts of Stone a little bit ago, and it is a little above like the level that I'm actually at right now. I think I'm like level 28, and it wants me to be at like, oh no wait, I'm level 29. And I think it wants me to be like upper 30s. But it seems pretty interesting so far. It reminds me a lot of the Witcher book that I read, The Last Wish, which is just kind of like a book of like short stories of the Witcher doing this thing. But I'm liking it so far. I just don't know if I want to continue with that, because I'll need to be an even higher level to do Blood and Wine. So it may take a really long time. Then again, there's games on my list that will take a long time anyway. But I finished The Witcher today, weirdly enough, in the first day. But that's pretty much it. I ran into one soft crash and a weird glitch where Yennefer's neck was the only thing that existed on her entire model, which was weird. Having Geralt talk to just a floating neck. It just looked like a tube. But anyway, that's just been the first day, and I'll keep you up to date with more days. This is the end of week 1. So the last video, or I guess the video that you saw before this, I had just finished The Witcher 3 in the first day. So, I was wondering whether or not I should do the DLC. I just went ahead and did it. So I finished both Hearts of Stone and Blood and Wine, and they were pretty good, actually. Weirdly enough, like, Blood and Wine has gotten a lot of attention for its, like, location, and apparently people have been saying it's a lot better than Hearts of Stone, but I actually think otherwise. I actually much preferred the story of Hearts of Stone than of Blood of Wine. Though I do like the location of Blood and Wine, because that place is just gorgeous. I don't remember the name of it. But, yeah, it was super fun. If anyone was thinking about buying The Witcher 3, like the complete collection with like both the DLCs, I would say definitely get it because it's totally worth your money going through that. I only played a couple side missions, but I enjoyed every one of them. The only thing about The Witcher is you have to kind of figure out how the game works. So once you get used to combat, then the game becomes a lot more enjoyable. The reason that I would leave for a while and then come back and play a bit and then leave and come back over and over again, I guess was just because it wasn't clicking, you know? Every time I would come back to it, I would understand it a little bit more, so I'd become a little bit better. And just this final time, it's like all clicked into place. I was like, oh, I get how The Witcher's combat works. But yeah, so I'm done with all The Witcher now, and all that's left was for me to spin the wheel, which I got Pillars of Eternity, which is an even bigger RPG that's way more deep into its own lore. Actually kind of gets criticized for having incomprehensible lore, like everybody talks like, you know, they live in that world, which is great, but can get confusing for someone who knows absolutely nothing about it. But I'm going to go ahead and invoke one of the rules that Austin actually failed to mention, which was actually a little caveat that I had made sure was a thing that he knew when we started this, and that was that if a sequel comes out or a continuation of a game series that you've already started comes out, then you can go ahead and play that immediately. So I finished The Witcher, and by immediately I mean immediately after you finish the game that you're already on. So I played The Witcher and I'm done. I've gone through Kingdom Hearts 1.5 remakes and 2.5 remakes. I played through all of them, and 2.8 is coming out this Thursday. So I guess this is dating the video a little bit, but so I'll be playing that instead of Pillars, and then after I'm done with 2.8, I'll go to Pillars. So that's pretty much it for week 1. It was super enjoyable. I'm looking forward to going through the rest of my list, because if any of the other games are like that, then like The Witcher, and I actually enjoyed it all the way through, then it'll be a pretty good time.